Hi, what's up guys? My name is Tina and I love to talk about books and welcome from Japan. I'm gonna be a wanderer for now, so the wrap-ups are gonna be in parks, maybe hostel, I don't know, but the more convenient thing for now is to film at a park. And what a beautiful scenery with wind and cherry blossoms flying everywhere. I couldn't dream of a better place to do it, so yeah, let's do the March wrap-up in a park in Japan and look at the cherry blossoms. They're everywhere. Like, look at this. I'm super excited. But yeah, before that, just to say everything went well. And the next week, the next video is gonna be my first vlog in Japan. So I hope you'll enjoy. But without further ado, let's just jump into the March wrap-up. The first book I'm gonna talk about, and we are starting strong, is The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. It's my first Toni Morrison, and I think I expected too much of it. I've heard so much about it. I ended up giving this book 3.75 stars out of 5, which is not bad, but I did not bond with this book because the main character is Pecola. It's a little girl who just dreams about having blue eyes. She wants to be beautiful and she's not. And she's having a rather difficult time with her family, but I don't know if it's just me. Tell me if you felt the same. But I didn't know that she was the main character for a long time, and I understand it just, I think, at the end of the book. And yeah, it was a weird structure. We bond with two other characters, two girls that sheltered Pecola. I don't want to say too much. This book depicts a poor black family in the 40s in Ohio. But what's weird is that we don't read from the point of view of the main character, Pecola, but rather from the point of view of people around her and how she's pursued. Oh, look at this. I cannot concentrate. It's beautiful. Okay, focusing. And as I've said, it's the story of a girl who just wants to be beautiful, but I didn't really connect with her because of how she was written and the things that happened to her. I was disgusted for sure. I felt outraged, but I didn't felt outraged for her. I felt outraged of the idea of that happening to her, and that's why I didn't connect with the structure of this book. And the author herself tells at the end of the book that it was not the best choice, that the readers felt rather distant. That's what happened to me too, so I don't feel that much alone in it. But yeah, I would really be curious as to know if you read this book, how you felt about it. And I just overall really want to read. I'm attacked by wind.
A few moments later.
I just want now overall to read other books from this author and to see if I connect with another one, but unfortunately that was not the one for me. But for a debut novel, it was very beautifully written, but just not my favorite. Definitely read the trigger warnings before reading this book, but yeah. Next, I've read Emily Wilde's Compendium of Lost Tales, and I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. It's just that I was really glad about how the book and the story closed. I love this series very much, and despite the fact that everything settled quite easily as the other books, I love to be reunited with the characters again. I loved how the story ended. I think that the book follows through and through and stay real to the characters. For example, Emily doesn't forget about her academic background all along, and she's using it for the best. And I love the fact that without her, Wendell cannot do a thing. That she's the strong female character that she is. That's why I gave this book 5 stars, but I can't talk about it that much without spoiling you, so I'm not gonna to. I'll just say to you, please read this series. It's a super cool academic fae series related with a dash of romance. If you want to spend a good time, then read this. Next, I've read Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo, and I gave this book 4.5 stars. I love the setting of this book. Make it Yale, but with supernatural black magic, dark magic happening. I love the main character, Alexis Stern. She's fierce and strong, and this is the second book in the duology. I gave it only 4.5 stars because somehow, despite the length of the book, the secondary characters because we have secondary characters in this book, lacked a bit of depth despite how long the book was. That's the main reason, but overall I really enjoyed Renegade. I can't wait for the third one to come out, because the author initially I think wanted to write a lot of book, but she realized that this was a lot of work because of all the researches. But I think she definitely wants to write a third book, so I can't wait for it to come, if it's gonna come out. I really love this series. I really love how the main character is developing in the series, even though sometimes the plot is happening really fast without having too much explanations or reunions between the characters or dialogues, but but overall really enjoy it. Next we have the debut novel of Natalie Sue. I hope this finds you well. I gave this book 4.5 stars also. This is a sarcastic comedy about an office worker, Jolene. She's an introvert. She doesn't know how to behave socially, and she sends emails, and she always roasts her colleagues in those postscriptum text whiten so they can't see it. But someday she forgot to whiten one, and she has to take courses, and from there you follow her and how she is trying to keep her job. And it made me laugh so many times, and I love her character. She is flawed, she makes really bad decisions, you want to hate her, but also it makes her so human. She also has Iranian's origin, and there is a fake dating process at some moments, and I think I love this trope. I won't ask for more, so it worked. It really worked for me, and I can't wait for the author to write another book. I would read it for sure. Overall, I loved how unhinged Jolene was. I love Cliff so much, and Miley moved me also so much. If you read this book, you know, and if you're gonna read it, you'll know. And I hope you're gonna read it. Last but not least, I've read Earthlings by Sayaka Murata, and what the heck? I was not expecting this. I've read Convenience Store Woman, and I've loved Convenience Store Woman. And that's the story of Natsuki. She has a mother when she's young that is really hard on her, contrary to her older sister, and she always has the feeling that she's not doing well, that she doesn't belong, that she's ugly, and that she is a burden to her family, that she has to leave them three be her parents and her older sister, that she's out of the picture. And she just belongs super well with her cousin Yu when they meet every year at a summer festival to pay respect to their ancestors. This is a Japanese novel, I forgot to tell you. And at first I really clicked with the theme, or our body doesn't belong to us, we belong to the society, we have to be of certain use of the society because we are programmed like this. I really clicked with it, but the end I was not ready for it, and it was really weird, and I felt like it was maybe too push. I don't know, because at the beginning of the book she has a plush, and she thinks that her plush is coming from an alien planet, so there is an alien going on plot, which is kind of weird but really really cute for her age. But then it becomes another thing, and it becomes really 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 weird. The end I think was a bit too much, and I'm in regret to say that it felt a bit like a warm-up of Convenience Store Woman, because it was written before, and yeah, it didn't really work the same way with me, and some really disgusting scenes are happening. I would really recommend you to read the trigger warnings before reading this book. For sure, I would not especially recommend this book to you, but rather Convenience Store Woman, I think. And I gave this book 3.5 stars because there were some goods, but there were also some bads. I don't know, I still don't know how to feel about this book. Alright guys, that's a wrap. I loved to do this video in this park. I loved to be surrounded by life around me, people walking, and the sound of the animals, the sound of nature. That's just, I'm so privileged. That's really a luxury. So I hope you really did enjoy also this video. As always guys, thank you for clicking, for watching till the end, and I hope to see you on the next video. Until then, I have to say bye.